Hello, hello. This is your guy, Mr. Brunch Chicago. I'm coming to you live again once in my kitchen for another episode of Dinner in 45. So this week we're going back and we're doing some easy little classics. So we're doing some box meal classic, hamburger helper classic. So today I'm gonna hit you with this beef stroganoff. And I know everybody that ate was used to eating hamburger helper, and they had a beef stroganoff, and they had a lasagna, and they had a beef and mac. So we did the beef and mac last week, and great reviews from it. The people like it. So right now I'm just pulling up my broadcast on Facebook Live, so I can see some of your comments over here on the side. So I have my Instagram video going right here. I have a StreamYard with Facebook, YouTube, and some other Facebook pages on there. And then I have this live streaming here with my on my Facebook page, so I can see some of the comments that you all make. I can kind of respond to the comments. So we just came up live and just put everything together. It's a work in progress. So I'm just trying to make things a little better. I'm trying to do some real-time comment, because when my StreamYard doesn't allow me to do like a real-time comments while we're recording. So just getting the live recording in, and we're just gonna go from there. So this week we coming with you with the stroganoff. So of course, and I tell everyone, everything you do, you need to have good equipment. So if you're a graphic designer, you gotta have good software, you gotta have good computers. If you're a mechanic, you need good tools and equipment. It makes your job easy. If you're a hairstylist or a barber, you have to have great equipment, good cutting shears as well as clippers. If you're a barber, we always use Andy's Masters. That was it. And use Andy's Masters. You may use Andy's trimmers or whatever, and some great shears. And same for the females, good curling irons and stoves and all of those things. So you want to, invest in your craft. You want to purchase good stuff. It lasts long and it works well. So this is one of the sharpeners that I use. So I picked up from Amazon. Everything I see on commercial TV, I go see if Amazon have it. If Amazon have it, then bam, I'm banging it out. So so I just use this sharpener. Great but nice sharpener. I mean, it's sharp to the bone. I love it. Very sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut up some onions, and it just allows me to just slice through these things with ease. So it's just not a lot of work. So you can actually slice the onions completely whole, or I just cut them in half and I just dice them up, especially when I'm going to saute them. So we're going to saute these onions. We're going to use these onions in the stroganoff, and we're just going to cut them just like that. That's it. We're going to take them just like this, and we're going to add it to the mixture with some mushrooms that I've already cut up. And just for the sake of time, this is why I'm doing this, just for the sake of time. So just cut up some quick little onions. Bam. There you go. And you can cut them as thick or as thin as you want. Tell everyone, it's always your discretion. And when you're cooking, you gotta understand, you gotta do things to your taste. I may have a basic recipe, but you add a little something to it, So I have my onions already nice and chopped up. So I got these just diced the way that I want. I'm just gonna go ahead and the stove turned on. this one over here. I'm gonna go old school because this don't want to act right. I don't know if it's cold, the cold in here, but we're gonna go ahead and heat this boy up here. And I'm gonna put like a quarter cup of butter. All right, quarter cup of butter. I'm gonna slap on in here. I'm gonna saute my vegetables in this pan right here. And like I said, we're gonna make it real quick, easy peasy. And I'm gonna let that butter just melt a little bit. So once I get that butter melted, then I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions and my mushrooms for the stroganoff. And like I said, man, it's the same thing our parents used to buy with the hamburger helper. And like I said, if you grew up in our era, this was a cooking starter kit 101. So, a lot of parents, man, a lot of folks in college, this is how they start cooking, man, hamburger helper and all of that. But, we just take it to another level, healthier, just a real true recipe. And you can still make it within that same time frame as we did making this hamburger helper. When we're in college, we were young, or, young parents first just getting out on your own and leaving your mom in the house and, learn to cook for yourself. And some of us, we learned earlier, like as teenagers. So, some of us, we mature a little early, but it's all good. We're going to pump these onions in there. And I'm going to use both of these onions. And then I got a whole little tray of these are portobello mushrooms. So I'm going to dump these mushrooms in here. And we're going to let this thing just kind of cook. And just, saute it a little bit. That's all. Just get a nice little cook on these boys. And they're going to do their own thing. We're going to let it cook in this butter. I got them portobellos. And you can use regular mushrooms, whatever mushrooms you want. I just, kind of like the little portobellos in my my stroganoffs. So the onions are gonna break up. Once the heat hits it, they're gonna liquefy. They break up nice and easy. I'm just take a little spoon and divide it and just break them up nice and easy. That's it. And they come apart. You got a decent amount of little heat on there, so it's all going to get down there in the butter. So we got that going, and then I'm gonna pull my steak out. So I got my steak in the refrigerator, and so what I did, and I'm still over here sauteing these mushrooms. We're gonna let these kind of cook for a little bit. Try to get a little glaze on here. I'm gonna let that go 2 minutes, and then I'll come back, check on them boys right there. So we're gonna let those boys kind of cook down a little something. And then I'm gonna take this meat. So I took some nice little stir fry steak, you know what I'm saying? And chopped it up in nice little cubes, real nice cubey like. See what I'm saying right there? See it right there? And then I'm putting this in the pan right here. But before I get started, good piece of meat, man, good piece of beef or steak. All you need to do is season is salt and pepper. So we add a little pepper. I'm gonna churn me some pepper in here. I'm gonna churn me a little salt in here. That's all you need for a good steak. Any good old piece of beef, man, salt and pepper. That's it, old school. Good steak, salt and pepper, man. You ain't gotta do nothing else. Now, I add a little extra to it. Now, I add a little steakhouse. I got a little steakhouse seasoning that I use, and give you a nice little steak robust flavor to it. Like I say, doing beef stroganoff, so you know you want to have a nice little beef flavor to it. So I add these little shakes of this and that, and then I just take that meat and I just go and massage that thing in the meat just like that. Salt and pepper, a little steakhouse seasoning. It don't take a whole lot, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And just to give you some little flavors popping off in there. So even before I put it on the oven, and you know what I'm saying, and cook this thing down, you know, I got a little seasoning, some flavors on that. So with my hand real quick, and that's my time. And I always try to show people, you know, about using timers. Timers make your life so easy because it's easy to forget when you're doing something in the kitchen. But timers allow you to come back and man, what's alarm going off for? Oh, because I gotta saute these vegetables down a little more. See what I'm saying? So now you see how they starting to break down. And man, you can smell this aroma between these mushrooms and onions with this butter. Man, tell me, smells sensational. I mean, you know, I'm gonna tell you, you smell nothing but flavors, and you know they're gonna be popping off all up in your mouth everywhere. See how these onions are breaking down and how they're separating? That's all you have to do. You ain't gotta try to separate the onions. All they're gonna do, they don't separate it. And when that heat hits it, they're gonna let go. They holding on right now, but when that heat hit it, them things gonna let go. They're gonna go their own little separate way. You see, they all just kind of moving along their own little separate way. You know, so there it is there. Got that butter in there. You see them getting that little coat of butter. And they just, there it is right there. They liquefying it. Don't make it butter. On your own shoulder, you taste good. And just sauteing them, boy, just like that. We're gonna get a nice little saute on these. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do it too much. So, you know, I'm trying to fire down a little bit on this. And we're gonna get ready to pull these over to the side. But once them onions start getting loose, you know what I'm saying? You know, they get loose and they get real flexible, look like the kind you get when you go down there and get you one of them Polishes off Maxwell Street. Get your JT special. When they start looking like that, then you know, okay, now they good. I can go ahead and take them off. So we're gonna take them boys off right there. We're gonna use the same fire, and then we're gonna start cooking on our meat. So of course, I'm gonna take some olive oil. Y'all know how to do that olive oil. And then let that olive oil just cook for a little bit, let that heat hit it so it can expand, and then I'm gonna shake it all around the pan. You know, when I shake it all around the pan, we're gonna throw this beef up in there. And I already got a little bit of seasoning there. I'm gonna throw a little bit more. And man, you talking about something that's gonna be really good. So that, you know, you wanna kind of coat your pan a little bit with the olive oil. You see how, you know, I'm gonna coat it down, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna coat the pan and let it go down, let that heat hit it, you know, and let it come on down with it. You ain't got to cover it the whole way. Just cover some of the way, but you know, I just want to let it cover, like that heat hit it, let it break down that oil some, so it, you know, it expand. I can get that little end over there and cover that thing up all the way with the olive oil. You know what I'm saying? Let's have that thing cover all the way. It's covered all the way. So that pan covered all the way with that olive oil. Bam. And then I'll throw that meat in there just like this. Y'all see me? Throw that meat in there. Throw that meat in there just like that. Bam. And I got the meat in there. And then I'm gonna move it around. It's gonna start sizzling. And you know, a good piece of meat makes its own gravy. So just sprinkle a little bit of steakhouse on there. That's it. And I already put the salt and pepper in there, so I'm good. I'm gonna let this thing cook on down and let meat going. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Popping that meat off like that. So I got garlic, and I'm gonna use minced garlic in this thing anyway. So it's up to your discretion. I like my garlic cooked with that meat. You know what I'm saying? I want my garlic cooked with that meat. So I'll take me a tablespoon of that minced garlic, and I'll flow that thing in there. Y'all know I like garlic, so I'm going to put a little bit extra in there. A little bit extra because y'all know how I like garlic. I like it. I love me some good old garlic. Just some good old natural flavors. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Good old natural flavors in that garlic. I like that. I like my flavors in that garlic. And I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to work that around in here and cook that with this beef. Ooh, you smell the flavors already. Popping. They popping. Flavors popping all up in the air. And you see that meat just get nice and brown. And that's what you want. You want good old browning on that meat. Mm-hmm. So once you get that brown on it, then I'm gonna add some stock to this, some beef stock. I'll add some beef stock to this. And like I said, it's browning up. Y'all see how it's browning up. And I'm show y'all how to do this at the house, man. It don't take no time. Like I said, it's done at 45. And you make some beef stroganoff in less than 45 minutes, and the family sitting there eating. And you can pause your TV program, put it on delay, cook up and whip this meal up. You got some good comfort food at the house on a cold winter night, like tonight. And man, and you see how I'm cooked up like that? So now, I got a whole cup of beef stock. So I got my beef stock. It's right here in the cup. So I got a whole cup of beef stock. And I'm going to pour that beef stock in there. Right there. See how it's going to calm on down right there? It's going to calm on down. And then, I'm going to take a tablespoon of this Worcestershire sauce. Don't be laughing. I hear you back there laughing. That's how I said Worcestershire sauce. You know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going ahead and give me a whole tablespoon of Worcestershire. Bam. Wait a minute. I ain't done yet. I'm going to hit them again. Give me some more. There you go with a little half. Bam. I'm Worcestershire. Good, robust, like smoky type flavor. Now, if you really want to get down with it, you got a little liquid smoke to that bad boy. Woo, make it real smoky like. But there it is. And then, put that over there. I got a little bit of salt. So I'm round me up some salt. So you do about half a tablespoon. I'm not gonna do that because, like I said, I ain't trying to do too much on the sodium side, right? Worcestershire sauce already got some salt in it. So, bam, put that in there. Got some salt, Worcestershire sauce. Then, you know me, I always got to pop off with some Mrs. Dash. So I got some Mrs. Dash in here. I'm gonna sprinkle me some Mrs. Dash over this boy, and I got some peppers and all that stuff and some nice, good flavors with the Mrs. Dash. So I got the Mrs. Dash in there. And then I'm coming back here, and then we're going to stir this thing up, right? We're going to stir that thing up like this. Watch it down. Now, I'm going to put this thing on a good little simmer. And I'm going to let it simmer like good 15 minutes so that the juices and the flavors is popping off together. And then it's going to get nice and tender because that steam is going to make that meat tender. You know what I'm saying? And like fall off the bone, just boom. So it's going to be nice and tender. I'm going to let that get that 15 minutes. We're going to do that timer. And that's why I said we set these timers, man. So very important, set those timers, you know. So now, in between that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start working on our little roux for the stroganoff. So we're going to take a quarter cup of flour. I already got it measured out. A quarter cup of flour. I'm going to pop that off right there. And like I say, these programs and these shows, you can retake these. You know what I'm saying? You retake these boys. You ain't got to watch it for the first time. Like, oh, no, you can go back. You can watch the old episodes, rebroadcast, and sometimes I do a watch party with it. But, you can watch it again. Rebroadcast these things, and I'm going over here, seeing if I got any comments. See where I'm at. Any comments rolled up here on the show. So on the show, trying to see if I can catch up with where we are. Okay. Hey, what's up, cuz? I see you with that, man. So, I'm just trying to stay in tune with everybody and keep up with the comments. So now we got our flour, and then I'm popping out with a half cup of beef stock, broth stock, beef broth. We're gonna take that in there. We're gonna add that over in the flour to make our nice little roux. And then you take the whisk, and just whisk that boy on up in there. That's it. You're gonna whisk that flour real good. Like you see me doing right here in front of y'all. I'm whisking that thing up right there. You take that whisk and you're gonna whisk that flour. You know what I'm saying? And just whisk it up real good. And you smell the flavors. So that beef stock will bring that flavors out. But you know me, because I like the Worcestershire sauce. So I'm getting a little bit more Worcestershire. And I'm gonna slap that thing on in there. And just look, not really whole tablespoon, about a teaspoon, and boom, put it in. Put the little residue over there, on the thing like that, on the side of the bowl. You know what I'm saying? And boom, there it is. Whipping it in there. You gotta whip it. You gotta whip it. So I want you to see up here and 3D I'm whipping that thing. Stop whipping that thing like that. That's great. Wait till you start whipping that thing. Whip that thing like that. Whip that thing right there. And you're whipping it up. You see right there? You see. Whipping that thing. You gotta whip it. You gotta whip it. And whip it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my good old flour roux. That's gonna go for the stroganoff. And let that thing go whip like that, and I'm gonna let it whip, and I'm gonna let it sit, and I'm gonna come back and whip it again, and we're gonna put all this stuff together. Ooh, woo! Man, you talking about something good. So, got this on a nice simmer. I'm gonna come back, check on this, and we're gonna stir this thing up a little bit. Cause it needs it nice and hot. So, this thing nice, hot, nice and simmer, and boom, boom. Let the homeboy roll just like that. And you see it's covered, and you see steam, it will steam a pop. Steam pop on it, and let it just steam, and then that's gonna make it real tender. Make that meat nice and tender. But you see how brown and gravy it is right there? And when I add that roux with that flour and the beef stock and that Worcestershire, man, that thing will get nice and look thick on it right there. Make a real nice gravy. And then, man, look at here. We're making this thing from scratch at the house. And you ain't got to use a whole bunch of packets. We give you all them packets with hamburger helper with 1,000 milligrams of sodium in there. I'm gonna tell you, man, key, man, you gotta read the labels, man. You gotta read the labels. One of my friends for years, man, over 30 plus years, man, she been reading labels ever since we was in high school. My homegirl Trina Davis, man, she been reading labels. We were in high school, man, go to the grocery store, she reading labels, man. We was in college, she reading labels. I'm like, they're just cookies. Like, no, ain't no cookies. You gotta read labels. And I mean, it's important, but really, you need to read the labels, see the sodium content, see the sugars, see how much fiber you have in certain items. So, it's important, man. So, we live, we learn, and some of us caught on a lot earlier than others. But yeah, so we're gonna spin this thing up, and I'm about to add this. Yeah, that's a nice little bubble. See, I want a bubble, like you said, a little bubble like that right there. See that little bubble action? I want that little bubble action, just like that. You smell the flavors. It's popping off. And then you got the bubble action going on too. So, nice little bubble action. Let you know that it's warm, it's still cooking, and, it's covered so that steam is, doing this thing, and it's making that meat nice and tender. And, man, I'm telling you, this is what we're looking for. So, and I went ahead and I pre-cooked my noodles. It has nothing, just boiling noodles. Egg noodles, I use egg noodles. You know, so I already pre-cooked my egg noodles. They already cooked. They're ready to go. And when we plate them, put them egg noodles on there. We're going to rock and roll with it. But, you know, you cook the noodles and just start your noodles like when you first start everything. And the noodles are boiled through the process of you doing all of this. And then when you finish, you know, they're those noodles. I'm going to take this down to 8 minutes. When I get to that 8-minute countdown, I got about a minute left on there. Then I'm going to add these vegetables. And then we're going to add this stock here to it. And you know, we about to finish and top this boy off. You know what I'm saying? This thing is about to be dinner. And that's what we said. Dinner at 45, man. This is dinner. Good comfort food. You can put it on a plate. You can put it on a bowl. You know, however you feel you want to do it. Knock it out. And a nice little stroganoff. You know, nice winter food for you. So, some good old comfort stuff. So I got less than a half minute left. I'm over here checking myself out over here on the portal. So it's giving me, you know, it's showing me the show. A little bit in delay time, but I'm still on the show. I'm watching myself, so I'm on the show. And I can see your comments, so that's important. My cousin commented, and I'm just go to the comments. And bam, get there on the comment side and see all the comments. So, hey, Tracy. All right. So, yeah, so then I go back and we'll come on up this episode. And she's still rocking the roll. All right, so now I got my time. I'm a nice little boil right here. Bring that down. Ooh, nice boil. That's what I'm talking about. And now I'm going to add these vegetables. Hold on. Before I add the vegetable, I want to add my stock. So we're going to add this. Whip it up a little bit, and we're going to add this to it. There we go. Add a little stock to it. And then we just gone. There we go. See? And I'm going to thicken it up some for us. You see how it's getting thick? Y'all see it? See that thing thickening it up already? And the flour and beef stock giving me that gravy. See that gravy? The mushroom and stuff. I'm about to pop all the rest of that stuff up in here. And bam, here we go. So now here come with the mushroom and the onions. Ooh, that thing don't get thick. And then I got that little liquefied roux from the mushroom and onion. I'm pouring that bad boy with that butter sauce. That show enough butter sauce on it. And here we go. Ooh, man, what you talking about? So you got the beef and with the stroganoff stuff, and then you got these onions and mushroom popping off in this bad boy. Y'all see that thing right there? And so I'm whipping that thing up, and man, look at that. There you go. Just mixing it. Just mix it up real good. You mix it up real good. Right? So I'm going to keep the camera right here. I got to get me some plates. Right there, I'm going to get my plates. my plates over there. And come back and stir this thing up. See how that thing coming right there? Y'all see that thing right there, how it coming? Here we go. Now, I'm going to add 1.5 cup of sour cream. So come on to the front side, check me out. So I'm going to do 1.5 cup of sour cream. I'm going to smooth this out, make sure I get a whole cup. You know what I'm saying? Smooth this out a little bit. Here we go, man. Keep it right here. Right? So now, I'm going to take this sour cream. Right there. So, scoop the rest of this boy out right here. Like this. Get it all outside. And all about the side. Then, still 1.5 cup. So now I gotta do another 1/2 cup sour cream. And like I said, it's up to your discretion. You can add as much sour cream as you want to. You know, I tell people all the time, you put as much sour cream you want on that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the key to that stroganoff, that good old sour cream. That make that stroganoff off. Make that stroganoff go off the chain. Make the stroganoff go off. And it's still nice and hot. There you go. And you see, there it is. It's mixing in there well. And then that's it. And now it's stroganoff. It becomes stroganoff now. See that right there? You got that nice little gravy with that sour cream. And you can use Greek yogurt. You know, if some of y'all want to use Greek yogurt, you can use Greek yogurt. You can use ground beef for this, or ground turkey or chicken. You know, and you want that little beefy flavor, you know, use that Worcestershire and you use some beef stock. And you don't want to use beef stock, use some Worcestershire and look, liquid smoke, and it'll make that thing show enough. And like I say, you can still use that steakhouse seasoning. We're going to give you that steakhouse flow even on the turkey and the chicken. Look at that right there. Ooh, that's stroganoff now. You know, stroganoff right there. Yeah, and that is right there. Y'all see that right there? You know them onions. You got them portobello mushrooms in there. And man, look at here. That thing's about to be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate for me some noodles down here on the plate. Noodles gonna sit here, and I'm gonna let my noodles strain and drain real nice in the colander. Also, plate 1 for the noodle, and plate 2 for the noodle. A little bit more noodles on there. Ooh, man, what you talking about right there? Yeah, buddy. Talking about something there, buddy. Man, so now, we got a plate on this thing, you know what I'm saying? And we got 2 plates over here, and then now, just switch this around just a little bit more. Get it at the bottom real good. You know what I'm saying? Get it at the bottom real good. You got your good egg noodles, so show you got good egg noodles right there. Got the egg noodles right there on the plate. You got the egg noodles right here on the plate. Got it? Got the egg noodle on the plate. We'll make sure I'm good over here. We'll make sure we good to go. Cool bean, jelly bean. And then now I'm coming with my ladle. And then, pull this boy on down there with the ladle. Ooh, it's bubbling up on me. It's bubbling up, brown sugars. And I take my ladle. Look at that. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that right there? See how that boy done put that stroganoff on that bad boy with the onions and the beef and the mushrooms right there? See that right there? Y'all see that? That's stroganoff right there. That's stroganoff. Come on, y'all see that? See that right there? That's it. That's your beef stroganoff with your egg noodle right there in the middle. Don't plate that thing right. Y'all see that thing? There it is. The stroganoff, the steam, plate it up right, and that's done at 45, man. That's done at 45. It's 5:50. We started the program almost at 5:15, and we done. We done, man. And I'm just telling you, this is stuff you can make at the house, real easy peasy. Less than an hour, y'all eating some good eats, bro. I'm talking about some good eats. You got you some good eats. There it is. Less than an hour. Instagram Live, Facebook Live, y'all see it right there? That's some good eats right there, man. Right there. That's it. And quick, easy peasy. And these are some spin-offs of your hamburger helper box dinners. And it ain't nothing but a box dinner remix. You know what I'm saying? We remixing it. We making it live right here at the crib, showing you how to do this thing for yourself and make some good, delicious food, man. Good, delicious food. Pop it all in your mouth. And you know me, I'm going to get, I got it right here, the dishwasher. Go grab me a fork, go to work. Got to try it out. So, let me try it out. Give me, I want some mushroom, some beef. Give me a little mushroom, some onion wrapped up in that boy. Wrap the onion up in there. With my noodle and pasta. That's it right there. That's it right there. You don't need to go buy box food. It's not overly salty. The flavors is wonderful. I taste that garlic. I got the beef stock, Worcestershire sauce. That salt and pepper really brought out the flavor in that steak with that steak seasoning. And I'm telling you, man, it's a delicious meal. But you can do this at home for yourself. You and your family, good comfort food, made up, less than an hour. This is dinner at 45, y'all. It's real. Man, that's good. Some straight flavors popping out all in your mouth. So, go to the YouTube channel. Check out my Facebook page. There's some previous episodes with the man Mr. Brunch Chicago is doing. And you can still purchase your Southside jerk, rubs, and sauces. You can get those, man, right now. They're great. Take that rub. We use that as French fry topping. So we fry up some French fries and make some home-cut French fries. We sprinkle that Southside jerk, rub on top of that, man. Talking about something great. No sodium. Better than putting salt on there. Some people put salt and seasoned salt on these fries. And we put a Southside jerk on there, man. You walk away. We talking about something great. You can get your Southside jerk products. Follow the link beneath the video. And on Instagram, you can go to www.mrbrunchchicago.com. And you can go to our products and services. that you can purchase your Southside Jerk products. Hey, man, we thank you all. It's been almost a year. And, hey, you know, God is good. Great things are happening. Stay safe. Stay in the house. And hopefully we see you next week, man. It's 5:54. We done with our show. Mr. Brunch Chicago, man. Another great meal. Hey, this is for real. This is what we do. This is for real. Not for play. This is for real. This is what we do. It's dinner at 45. Good home cooked comfort food for you and your family. You ain't got to buy hamburger helper. You can make it yourself. College next week. Instagram. Peace out. Facebook Live. YouTube. We thank you all for chiming in. We'll see you next week. Deuces.